I'm Martin Indyk. I'm the Executive Vice President of the Brookings Institution, but I have also been twice U.S. Ambassador to Israel. I think the Prime Minister Netanyahu thought that he would be coming to town for a honeymoon with a new Republican president. Netanyahu himself is a Republican's Republican. This was looking like a meeting that was bound to succeed. But two things have intervened in the meantime, which raises real question marks. First of all, General Flynn, the National Security Advisor, has left the building. General Flynn was going to be a partner with Prime Minister Netanyahu in the efforts to combat, contain, confront Iran. Flynn had already put Iran on notice, and Netanyahu in particular wanted to concert strategy, not just to push back on Iran in the region, but also to deal with that problematic nuclear deal. The second problem he has is that when President Trump announced that his ambassador-designate would be David Friedman, the signal went out to the settlers and their supporters in the government of Netanyahu that it was open season, that it could be settlements gone wild. In fact, they even took it one step further and started to push the Prime Minister to annex parts of the West Bank. They also thought that President Trump, true to his promise during the elections, would move the embassy, the U.S. Embassy, to Jerusalem, and Ambassador-designate Friedman made it clear that that was his intention as well. President Trump, who knew, came out with the idea that he actually wanted to make peace between Israelis and Palestinians, to actually express his own opposition to settlement activity, making it clear in an interview to the Israeli press last Friday, right before Prime Minister Netanyahu's visit, that he doesn't believe settlements are helpful to advancing peace and that he wants to advance the peace process. The settlers provoked a response that they did not expect to get. They thought it was open season. They discovered that the new president is not that different from the old president in terms of his opposition to settlements because of the problem they create for trying to achieve peace between Israel and the Palestinians. I think Netanyahu thought he would be free of this burden that President Obama pursued for 8 years. And lo and behold, the new president seems to be more concerned about that than he does about, for instance, combating Iran.